Andrea, and I am back to go through my personal album and what I've done with it so far. If you are on Instagram, you may have run into the My Selfie Scrapbook hashtag. Two lovely ladies started the idea of just taking more selfies, basically, to document you and your life. And it's kind of what I've been doing for quite a while, and actually making my own book about it. So this is my second album, my second personal album. And so I just, had a bunch of pictures that I'd taken throughout the last couple of weeks from some of their prompts and put together some spreads using supplies that I already had. And so I wanted to go through it with you. So I have one of the first prompts was taking a picture of your hands. And I couldn't decide really what I wanted to do, so I just took a lot kind of randomly as I thought about them, and then it ended up that I put them all into one spread or one layout. So I used some of the Simple Stories life documented kit for just I really wanted just all the backgrounds to be similar and very simple. So and then I just pulled all the colors from here and made, I used the green on this one so that the yellow flowers would pop. And then I just used some alpha labels to kind of document what my hands do. So Marshall and I like to play rock, paper, scissors, and I tend to look like this a lot when I'm at my computer at work, kind of the thinking face. So, and then at night, my hands hold my iPad because I like to browse and just kind of chill out and relax. And then on a Wednesday, it was very rare that I would make a hair appointment in the middle of the week, but the short haircut, it really, I can't get it too long or it kind of goes wacky. So I decided to call and see if my stylist had an opening, and she had an opening that day, and it was perfect. And so I pulled a few colors. The happy little bingo card was the inspiration for the color scheme going on here. So it's kind of cool that the I Am collection kind of mimics those colors. So that worked out. And then pulling the yellow and some of that peachy, the dark peach. And then I used one of my one little word acrylic pieces from Color Cast Designs. She has a kit, basically a set, well, not a kit, a set, where she does your one little word in several different fonts and colors. And so one of the ones that came in the kit was the small black one, and it just kind of fit because I do feel like going to get my hair done and having it washed and having somebody style it for me, it is nourishing to my soul. So it's kind of nice. Anyway, that's that photo. Oh, and then here, here, I kind of been using the gradient kind of thing with the stamping. So this I'm Feeling and the Beautiful Stamp are from Sweet Stamp Shop, and they it's an older set that I've had for quite some time, and I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm just gonna throw it out there. And I do like getting my hair cut because it does a new cut, even trimming up the cut. This is my first trim after cutting it short, so it just made it feel pretty again. So then here I had a couple selfies from one particular day, and this photo was what I posted to Instagram, and I basically just said I was happy and there the reasons why, and that it was a good feeling. So I just wanted to get that down, and I used the pink and the black and white or black and kind of cream color and gold, and I just thought it went perfect with the brick background. Kind of has that pink shade in it, and I didn't want to go crazy and do more polka dots because my shirt and my hair flower already had them in there. I didn't want it to be so saturated with that, that I wanted it to be a little more muted. So I just pulled some gold elements that I had, and then just put my journaling in. So, and I kind of, I didn't do the journaling exactly how it was, just because I was limited with space. But I thought that turned out really good. And so I had so much fun doing this next spread. I wanted to just, sometimes I like to throw little pieces in. And here I had this vintage candy store receipt, and I thought it was perfect for being adjacent to this layout here. So this layout was inspired by an Instagram friend of mine, Tracy, and she had a larger spread and a photo of herself, and then she basically used all stamps and printed text to tell a story. And it was so perfect and creative. In my layout, I didn't tell a story necessarily. I mean, hers like walked through, today I felt like I wanted to blah, but it turned out to be this kind of day. And I mean, it just was genius. But for me, I really am just confessing my love for dark chocolate and sea salt. So I used a plethora of stamps, which was really fun. Stamps from Studio Calico, stamps from Gossamer Blue, stamps from Kelly Stamps. Just if it fit what I was going for, it got used. And I just kept it to the 2 shades of brown to keep it real simple. And then this wooden frame was a light colored wood veneer, but I used my dark stamp pad to stamp over it basically and make it darker, because it kind of clashed. It didn't really fit the light brown and it didn't really fit the dark brown, so making it darker to me helped a lot. And then I lined the edge where I was going to punch the holes. I lined it with a cute piece of washi. I was going to put that piece of washi down here, but then I felt like, this is how weird I get with space on my layouts, but I felt like there was already an exact space between the top and bottom here and the top and bottom here, and I didn't want to mess that up. So I put it on the side, and I think it works really well. And then on the other side, oh, did I lose one? Shoot. Okay, so I found out that these need to be glued, and I'm obviously sitting on my hand. Okay, so these need to be glued down. The sticker part that they come with is not super sticky, so I'm gonna have to go back and adhere those a little bit better. And then one little boo-boo is I didn't really consider where the hole was going to go, and that was kind of silly of me that I didn't make enough space for it. So I basically had to punch right through the word in. So I'm considering writing it in on the other side of the ring, but I don't know. I mean, who's going to care? So I used some of this supplies from the I Am Simple Stories collection. And actually mostly everything is from that, and just kind of threw things where I wanted them and where I felt like they fit. And then I printed on vellum this list of 20 things about myself. So somebody tagged me on Instagram to post 20 things about yourself. So it took me a couple of days to make that list, but I felt like I didn't rush through it, and it kind of turned out to be pretty, good and right on. So anyway, I just I didn't want to use a white piece of cardstock because there was really no white in the supplies I was using, and the color that's it's pink and beige. It's not even really a white color, so I felt like the white would just be really obnoxious. So I just printed on a 4x6 piece of vellum, and that was that. So far my hashtag my scrappy or my selfie scrapbook is coming along pretty nice. I do have some other photos that I'm going to continue to work on, and I'll be continuing to add to this album. And if you are curious about what the rest of the album looks like, you can check out the rest of my videos. I've done a couple on this particular album, and you can see how I've started to document just everyday personal kind of things in my life, and that I like to keep it separate from from the family album. So these are kind of just more my things. And then there's a lot of blanks, you know, because I like the idea of being able to keep, you know, just adding to it. And sometimes the things on one side of the page don't fit. And so I just, you know, kind of skip around and put things where I want them to be. Basically, it's my album. I can do what I want, right? So anyway, I hope you guys have been inspired by some selfies that you've taken, and I'll have some information in the description of the video on the hashtag my selfie scrapbook, and how to get involved in that and start snapping pictures of yourselves. All right, get yourself documented, get yourself in your albums, and we'll talk soon. Bye.